Hello and welcome back. It's Friday, which means it's time for another hands-on review here at Les Ambassadeurs, Switzerland's exclusive home to some truly extraordinary independent watch brands, where we are always on the hunt for timepieces that captivate and inspire. This week, we're thrilled to review the Jacob Co Epic SF24 Tourbillon, another mesmerizing timepiece, exactly what you'd expect from a brand like Jacob Co. The name has become synonymous with high-end watchmaking, renowned for creating daring, innovative, and truly mind-blowing designs. Loved by collectors, enthusiasts, and some of the biggest names in music and film, Jacob Co truly defines the art of horology, and the Epic SF24 Tourbillon is no exception. Now, let's dive in, uncover what makes this stunning timepiece so special, and step into the world of Jacob Co. In the meantime, if you'd like to see this or any other timepiece we've reviewed up close and learn more about it, feel free to visit us for a coffee at one of our boutiques in some of Switzerland's most beautiful cities, such as Geneva, Zurich, or Lucerne. Alternatively, you can explore our collection through our webshop, where you will find the latest arrivals and novelties. But for now, let us dive into this marvelous timepiece and discover all its details. In the past, we've had the pleasure of reviewing several Jacob Co timepieces, and one thing consistently stands out: their out-of-the-box approach to design and the impressive technical innovations in their movements. Looking back at Jacob Arabo's career path, this design approach in technical engineering makes sense. As the founder and owner of Jacob Co, he began his career in the world of jewelry, where design and aesthetics play a significant role. This foundation proved invaluable in shaping his creative process, not only in jewelry but also in timepieces. By merging the artistic and aesthetic sensibilities of jewelry with the intricate technical craftsmanship of watchmaking, Jacob Arabo has created timepieces that are both visually stunning and mechanically advanced. The timepiece we are reviewing today exemplifies this unique combination of skills. It reflects Jacob Arabo's exceptional experience, standing out for its unconventional design and remarkable technical sophistication. This uniqueness is immediately evident when looking at the dial. The design of the time zone display feels familiar, and for good reason, because this ingenious feature is inspired by the large display boards once commonly seen in train stations and airports. It not only replicates their iconic appearance, but also functions in a similar way, as we will now explore. The display shows the name of a city on the left and its corresponding time on the right in a 24-hour format. When you press the pusher at 10 o'clock, both the city name and the hour flip in an elegant and seamless manner. As you change the cities in their respective times, the local time on the main dial remains unchanged. This means that with just a single push, you can effortlessly check the time in various cities around the world, all while keeping your local time as a constant reference. The idea behind this design was not just to create something unique and unconventional, but also to address a practical concern. Jacob Arabo always felt that traditional time zone watches were often difficult to read, so his goal was to create something that was both fast and simple to interpret at a glance. Further exploration of the dial reveals the presence of a tourbillon on the left side of the main display, drawing attention to the intricate movement and the mechanics behind this remarkable complication. Now, speaking of the movement, the first thing we notice is that it is a self-winding mechanism. But why is this worth mentioning, even though we have so many complications we can talk about? Because typically, when a watch is equipped with a chronograph, tourbillon, or any other complex complication, it is quite rare to find it paired with the self-winding function. This is because the addition of an automatic feature usually makes the movement significantly thicker, but not here, not today. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But in this case, Jacob Co has defied this convention, and despite the watch's impressive complications, they have managed to equip this 4 Hz movement with an automatic winding system while keeping the overall case relatively slim. An achievement I deeply appreciate. What I truly appreciate is the mechanics of the flip mechanism itself, especially when we break it down and examine its intricate details. Just look at it. The design and construction are absolutely fascinating. A marvel in their own right. Simply, wow. This is exactly what we as watch aficionados and enthusiasts live for. It's these unique mechanical innovations that make our eyes light up, much like the excitement we felt as kids when receiving a new toy. the journey continues as we move on to the 18-karat rose gold case, which features a shiny polished bezel while the rest of the case remains matte. This interplay of matte and polished surfaces breathes life into the design, adding an extra layer of elegance despite the bold 45mm size. As mentioned earlier, despite the numerous complications, the height of 13.65mm at the center and 16.70mm at the second time zone display are, in my opinion, quite reasonable, especially when compared to some brands where even hand-wound movements without complications result in cases so thick they look like a double patty burger from the side. Before we move on from the case, one thing I always enjoy testing with these so-called anti-reflective sapphire glasses is the camera test. Why? Because the true level of anti-reflectiveness becomes evident when you hold the watch under a camera lens. And here it doesn't disappoint. This sapphire glass is impressively anti-reflective. So, once again, it passes with flying colors. So, does this watch pass the overall review in my opinion? Absolutely. And I say this from a truly neutral perspective because, look, the design is undeniably daring and boldly breaks away from the norm and not a timepiece that speaks to the everyday client. But it's no secret that Jacob Co watches resonate with individuals who have experienced the ordinary and are now seeking something extraordinary. For people who want to break the mold and make a statement. One thing we can all agree on is that the technical achievements from a watchmaking perspective are nothing short of mesmerizing. These accomplishments make reviewing Jacob Co timepieces an exciting journey for me as a watch enthusiast, and I'm always looking forward to it. So, here we are. Time to wrap up another hands-on review. But now it's your turn. What's your take on Jacob Co timepieces? Is there a particular model you own, or perhaps one that's been sitting at the top of your wish list? If so, I'd really love to hear about it. Your thoughts, experiences, or even dream watches. Feel free to share. Let us know in the comments below. If you're ever nearby, feel free to visit us and experience this timepiece in person. In the meantime, thank you for watching, stay tuned, and see you next time.